you're saying that it's more worth it to counter jungle and invade it than to take the dragon?
Yes. Yes.
Why is that? I've always thought that Drake is really important.
Hey guys, for those who don't know, my name is Bizyze and I'm a Challenger League of Legends coach. I have over 2,000 of hours on individual coaching and I have plenty of students that climb from bronze or silver all the way up to diamond. Remember that the content that you are watching right now is a personalized, high quality coaching session that you can only get from me. If you want to get better and climb League of Legends, feel free to add me on Discord and book your own private coaching session. What are you waiting for? The link is in the description. Right here, pretty good clear. It was fast. It was very decisive. I like this. The thing that I didn't like is that you're using the potion very early. Like right now, for example, you're using the potion, but for what, right? Like you have full HP. You should use the potion when you like this HP, when you really need it, right? So I didn't really like this. You didn't really use the potion correctly. Also, right here, when you're going for the camp, try to track the enemy jungle. Look where he starts. So he obviously starts on bot lane. We need to ping. Danger, 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 danger.
I did ping it.
You did ping it?
If you after the when I'm taking wolves, maybe I don't know. At some point I did ping it. I didn't ping with the danger, just the blue one.
Yes, the blue one is not good. Yes, the blue one is not good because that one is never going to be listened by anyone, right? Like the danger one is the most scary one, and people are going to have to follow that one. So right here on Trundle, usually it's 5 camps into clearing into top lane, right? 6 camps, I don't recommend it to you on Trundle. It's kind of slow. You're going to lose the prio on Scuttle.
Yeah, exactly.
But also you have 3 camps option, like blue, Gromp, red, gank. And in this game, it's really good. Really good because you have the Akali on top lane, high volatility matchup, mid lane Kiana, high volatility matchup. So what the challenger player will do, right here, he will look mid, look top. Let's see. And if they are hard fighting and if they are low HP, a challenger player will be like, hey, like here, this is not gankable, so you don't need to go to red buff and gank. This is not gankable, but you should look top lane right now. Okay, you looked at top lane. Good. It was pretty fast, too fast. You should look for a minimum 2 seconds so you can see the wave states and both of the HPs. But overall, it was good. If they were low, let's say Malphite is really, really low or Garen is really low, you can consider going to red buff and to going to gank. So this is what you should consider. Just adapting your pathing based on what is happening on the lane.
And why did you say Malphite is not gankable?
Oh, here? So I said that Malphite is not gankable in the sense that it's not an urgency right now to go red buff fast and gank him. So in the sense that yes, Malphite will be gankable, but just do it clear normally because it's not like he's gankable right now, like fast. Do it. No, he's full HP. We don't need to gank him fast. So that's what I meant. It's not an urgency. It's not. It's not a necessity right now. You can do it after you kill your camps, but again, it's not an urgency.
Okay, and another question: what happens if, for say, let's say, as I go clear my red camp, my red buff, and then Akali is too pushed?
Okay, let's see. So what happens if you're going to clear your red buff and then Akali is too pushed and Malphite is low HP in the tower?
Yeah.
We can die.
Wait, because at this moment I thought, okay, so my top lane is pushing, my mid lane is gonna get pushed, and I still don't know what's gonna happen bot lane. So what I should do is probably clear my bot, gank mid because I already know that it's gonna be gankable. Then gank bot if I can, take Scuttle, and then move to top lane and see how it goes from there.
Yeah, that's fine. The problem is that you're going to lose a lot of time if you do that. So right now, you don't know that the mid is gankable. That's the thing. So right now, you're thinking in hindsight. So at the moment, once we see this lane, let's see. How can we say that this lane is gankable?
By the minions. By actually understood it by the positioning of Malphite and by the minions.
Yes, so
because I can already tell that he's pushing and Kiana can do anything about it.
Yes, the thing is, this can change very, 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 very fast in like 3 seconds. So all of those states that you're seeing right now can change completely in like 3 seconds. He can also go for the ward. So when you're going for a gank, it should be reliable. It should be at least a 60% guaranteed gank.
Okay.
If it's 50-50, you would rather farm. Because remember that you didn't really take your camps. So we don't know right now that mid is gankable. And top lane still is pushing, but we don't know if it's gankable. Like at this point, we can't say. We can't say. It
Okay,
has
so
to be.
you're saying that I should try to concentrate on the winning condition at most, and then adapt from there.
Yes, yes. So in the
Okay.
early game, you have two win conditions, which is Kiana and Akali. You should basically play around them, and then,
Mm-hmm.
but after the second clear, you basically have to adapt the win conditions and play with the ones that
Mm-hmm.
are strong. So
All
right
right.
now, I'm not entirely sure why you went on the mid lane here, because it didn't look like. Look at this.
No, I was looking at the map, and I looked there.
Yes, but the map doesn't tell you the wave states. The map doesn't tell you how many minions he has. The map doesn't tell you if you warded already. The map doesn't tell you if Kiana is low. You can also look at this one, but the Malphite HP you can't say it. And also the minions you can't say it. So here, you're
Mm-hmm.
blindly ganking. Look at this. So you saw that Malphite is pushing, but it didn't really see it at what degree he's pushing. Because look
Mm-hmm.
at this guy. He's more stupid than normally. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
So if he was right here, just warding first, this wouldn't really be gankable. So this is just a flip.
Yeah.
So what you should do next time is that you should look right now, you should look mid lane and see the wave state before ganking.
Okay.
Because right now, like this gank worked because we're playing in like low platinum. Like look at this guy. Like what is he doing here? Right? If he was smart, he would play here, he would just back off and you're not going to gank him. And not only that he's overextending, but look at this. Like this is just like he's level 2 and look where he's playing.
Yeah.
So that's why this gank works. So what I will do here, I will look at mid lane, and if I see that he's pushing, then I'm just going to gank. But I'm going to look every 3 seconds, because so you start the wolves and it can be gankable, right? You can say, hey, it's gankable. But then when you finish the wolves, maybe it's not gankable anymore. So this can change, right? This can change.
Yeah.
Super important. So you need to constantly look on the map awareness. Okay, right here, the gank. Okay. Good. You pushed it. Beautiful. Beautiful. You didn't really have the right tendency. Again, like you're clicking here, so you don't really have the pattern of, hey, I want to push after ganking. Obviously, you really want to make sure you push it super fast, really fast here, because this guy wants to recall, and she can't really recall unless she clears the wave first. So you want to help her out because she doesn't have HP. You pushed it. But right now you're leaving. So first of all, you should also stay for the cannon, like to get the cannon like really low and take it. And second of all, is the wave going to crush?
You mean by like farming the cannon, like stealing it?
No, just staying it right here because Kiana is very low. So the cannon has very much HP, right? So you need to basically stay with her, get the cannon to like this HP, and then just leave.
Oh, okay.
It will take so much time for her to get the cannon. It's Kiana at level 2. But this is not necessarily the problem. The problem is that the huge mistake that he did here is that, look at this, look at the wave. Did the wave crash to the tower?
No.
No, but why?
Because it took her too long.
True, and the next wave that is
and
right
the next
here
wave was coming, yeah.
came. So what should you do right here?
I should have stayed for another wave.
Exactly.
Okay. But wouldn't that make me lose a lot of time because I lose gold? Because I don't take the minions, right? I should just put them low and then she kills them.
But in the jungle, XP is gold. So you're still taking something. You're taking experience. If you stay with her, right? And it's 249, so you're going to stay there until like 3-5, and then you can just get the scuttle. But you will have priority mid, and you will have priority top, so you can contest for top lane scuttle. If not, then you can just go for bot lane scuttle, so it's still fine. The problem is that you want to make sure you have your win condition ahead. Kiana is your win condition. So you can say, okay, I don't care about her, I'm going to farm my jungle and get my tempo. Or, but I don't care about her and she lost mid because the wave is frozen here, which is not good. Or you can be like, it's fine, I'm Trundle, let's help her. I'm not going to lose that much. I'm going to help her push. I'm going to get level 4 anyways, very, very soon. And you still have a lead because you're level 4. That's 3 minutes.
Okay. I have a question. That's more of a general question, not in this situation. Let's say that I help her, and then Scuttle is spawning, so I go top Scuttle, but then Echo comes and something happens and he takes the Scuttle, right? So in that case, would you recommend going bot Scuttle? Then what should I do then? Or should I just go red buff, clear my Krugs, and then look for a top gank?
So first of all, I mean, this is like very variant question. Like it really depends on what's happening. So after you're pushing the mid wave, if you do have prio on top lane, you should still go on top on the scuttle if it's still available. Like if it's 330, for example, I wouldn't really get it. I would assume that it's down, then I would just go bot lane. But if it's like 320 and I know that it's there, I will look at the priority top lane, and if I have priority, I'm going to go and contest it and try to take it. If I don't take it, then I'm going to go to bot scuttle. Yes.
Okay.
So that's what I will do.
So you would clear your red buff a little bit later.
Right? A little bit later, because the scuttle is always priority.
Okay.
Right. Okay. I mean, also like giving the usually in this case you can just give up the scuttle. Just because, again, question yourself, can the Thresh, Kai'Sa, when they have a Sona, get ganked? Very unlikely, right? Very unlikely. But usually you just want to get the scuttle. Yeah, scuttle is priority. Okay, so here, wave management mistake, map awareness mistake, 550. Okay, let's see what we're going to do. Okay, right here. So you go to, I don't like that after this one, you didn't really check his raptors, and you went on mid lane. You should check the raptors first.
I was thinking of going Drake, and then I saw mid lane, so I decided to gank mid and then get Drake. Because I didn't want to give him, like, I know that I remember thinking that raptors were probably going to be up, and I knew that that was an option, but I decided to go for Drake, or the gank.
Or the gank, and you go for the gank right here. So we know that the echo was low, right? So he just recalled. Where should he be right now?
Right now, in this moment, I would say probably. So his buff is spawning, so he should be maybe just out of base, I would say.
Yes, and where is he going?
He's going bot lane.
True. So right now you can actually just go into his jungle, because you know that he's in base right now. You know that Drake is actually pretty far. You know that you don't really have that many camps on bot lane, and it's very, very, very free to invade him due to the fact that you have priority top lane and Malphite already died.
But what if, because the thing that I was scared, that I'm always scared about when I'm counter jungling is, what if I go there, that I find all his camps dead, and I just lose time, because it has happened to me sometimes.
True, but right now, then this is the problem right here. Look at him. So you need to track him before that. So right now he's on bot lane, right? He's on bot lane, and let's speed it up. Let's speed it up. So he's on bot lane. He's on bot lane. He's on bot lane. He stayed bot lane for a long time.
Yeah.
He getting mid lane. Like, what are the chances that his camps on top side are down, considering the fact that he spent like a minute and 30 seconds on bot, right?
Okay. Yeah, I understand.
So we need to track him before that. I need to always like try to keep in mind, hey, what camps are up? What camps are up? What camps are up? Right? This is how you play jungle.
I try to do that, but I'm not really good at it, because it's a thing I learned recently.
Yes. No worries. It's getting there slowly but surely. That's how you're getting coached.
And I had another question. Oh, so you're saying that it's more worth it to counter jungle and invade it than to take the dragon?
Yes.
Why is that? I've always thought that Drake is really important.
So usually in this situation, so it's not an always thing. When you play League, it's never like always, because again, like there are variations, and it depends on what composition you have. Right now, it's better to clear his jungle, just because we know that Echo and their team composition is just going to outscale completely yourself, right? So you need to get his jungle really, really fast, and if you get his jungle, you can still eventually get Drake. Why? Just because you'll always have prior bot, you'll always have the Thresh pressure against Senna, you'll always have a Kiana mid lane that can help you to the Drake. So it's not an urgency to get Drakes. It's better to just counter jungle, because we are getting outscaled, so we need to take their farm while taking the objectives.
Okay, so I should think about what's the because right now you said that they outscale us. We have a better early, so we should focus on early. So what's the more aggressive thing that I can do to get ahead?
Yes.
Which is not the Drake, because that's a late game bonus.
Yes.
Let's say.
Yes.
Okay.
And Drakes are not really important that important in the very, very early game. So that's the thing. If you have a soul, sure, but otherwise it's not. So counter jungle first before going for objectives. Yes.
Okay.
Good. So this is fine. Good. That's fine. I was also talking during the game. So here, this you got caught here. You were a little bit greedy with this play. I was also talking during the game, so when you're going to see the session one more time, you can also like hear my feedback with like for every decision that you took basically. So it's going to be amazing for you because you get double value of this. So I did this for you. No problem, no problem. Because I didn't just watch, I just was talking. Okay, good. So let's see. So 950 right now. You try to go around bot lane. So let's see if you're going to press tab here. And let's see.
Press tab?
Press tab, yeah, let's see. Like right now, you see how tunnel vision you are. So you're looking at the lanes, you're checking the lanes. But the most important thing right now to identify which lanes you should gank is pressing tab.
Okay.
Because if you don't press tab, you don't know where should we go, what should we do, who is the strong. Because you see how tunnel vision you are. Like you're looking at mid lane, sure, I love it. Then you're looking at top lane, sure, you're looking at bot lane, but right here, press tab. Who is strong? Who do we need to gank? Who has items? Right? Like right here, we need to press tab. It was a beautiful gank. But you're not pressing tab. Like if they are a 0-4 on bot lane, you need to ignore them on bot lane, even if this is the wave state. You need to gank mid and top. So the tab, pressing the scoreboard and seeing what items does our team have, who is strong, who is not strong, who is weak, will tell you if you should gank them or not. Because if someone is like 0-3 weak, you should not gank them. You should gank them, like you should gank the strong lanes. So here, it wasn't good. I didn't like that it didn't press tab. And then after this, because at this point in time, you played one of the biggest mistakes that you did in this game was the fact that you played too much on top lane and mid lane at some point. Like from this point in time, you should only gank bot and mid. Anything that is close to bot. Because at the moment, the Kiana didn't snowball. The Kiana is not as... Okay, you actually pressed tab.
Yeah.
The Kiana is not snowball. The Kiana is not really that strong. She's 1-1. Top lane, she didn't win it. So we have to be like, oh, so we had to win early. We are winning, but the kills are on who? On me and on Kaisa. I know that it's so rewarding. Yes, in the beginning, the win condition was mid and top. True. But it's not the case anymore. Right now, I need to think long term for the later stages. So that's why you needed to pressure bot lane and you needed to put the Herald on the bot lane. Because yes, in the beginning, you said you have win condition number 1 and win condition number 2. If they were 3-0, 2-0, ignore bot lane, only play with them. But they are not. That's the problem. Because they need to snowball. They didn't snowball. You need to give them up. You need to have the long-term win condition. So you need to have basically a get out of jail card. Someone that can give you a chance to win late game. Right here, that's Kaisa. Like Kiana is not going to win you the late game, right? Akali, same thing. And here, you lost the game here, by the way. So you push this, you take this, sure. Good. Take it. We have the Herald. The 3 plates are right here. You take the tower, you push another one, you take the Krugs, you recall, and then you guys are going to go top lane to play for the top tower. As 3 members. This is how you snowball to bot lane. Just one play. So you need to look more to play around the lanes that are going to give you more agency in the game. The lanes that can influence the game. If in the early game it was top and mid, right now after 10 minutes, it changes to being Kaisa. Like Kaisa is the carry. You need to put your Herald, you need to put your resources, you need to gank her really hard. Kaisa. So that's what you should have done right here. Because you see ganking mid, you're ganking Malphite basically. Yes, you got a flash, but no one cares really. Now look at the bot lane. Like they just recall without nothing.
Yeah.
Because if you get the bot tower, what does that mean? That means Thresh can also roam on the map and he can help you, right? He's the second jungle. Big mistake right here that he didn't play more on the bot lane. And then you put the Herald on Kiana, but Kiana is not going to carry here.
Yeah, I put Herald. I put Herald just for to distract them and take Dragon.
Yes. Not bad, but again, it should have been placed like a lot earlier. Again, one of the biggest mistakes that you did in this game is also your inability of recalling at the correct time. You have a tendency to stay with so much gold.
Yeah, I know.
No, right? Like here, for example, you have 1.6k gold. Sure, you're staying around your team. This is fine. Could you take this? Sure. And then here, you should just recall. Like you should take your blue buff, because it's your big buff, and then you should just recall. Either just take red blue buff, or just recall right away. But you should never stay for the full clear. Like here, You're staying and staying and staying. You have so much gold. If something happens in mid lane and Thresh needs you right now, what are you going to do? Just go mid lane with 2k gold? We can't, right? Because we have to spend our gold. Because you're not so strong right now. You have a lot of kills, but it doesn't matter because you didn't have it. You didn't spend your gold.
True.
So always look to spend your gold. Don't do your camps if you have like 2k gold. Like, of course, if you're one camp away of the Vine, for example, of course I will do the blue buff and then recall. But if not, then just recall right away. This is one of the biggest mistakes. And look what you're doing.
Okay.
Look what you're doing. You're getting Drake, and of course they get it because it's an overextension. This Drake shouldn't exist, right? Because you have so much gold. And then right now it's overextension. You see that? It's overextension after overextension after overextension after overextension. And you stayed again. And then here you actually should have stayed. Funny enough, after they overextended like 3 times bad, right here you should have stayed. Why? It's because he's going to get the tower, right? Yes, you have a huge amount of gold. You really need to recall. But if you recall and then you also lose the mid tower, which is, by the way, the most important tower in the game, that's not going to be good, right?
Yeah, the thinking here was I have a lot of gold. I'm hiding items. He probably has his ultimate because I didn't see him using it on Kiana. So I don't really want to mess with him. That was my thinking at the moment.
In the tower?
Yeah. Because I was really scared that he can just ult me, ignite me. Actually, did he have ignite?
No, he didn't. But yes, so he can't do it.
But I was scared of him.
Even with ignite, he can't. He can't. Even if he has E, Q, R, ignite, he can't one-shot the Trundle. Even if you don't have ulti. First of all, your 20% damage reduction from smite is just so OP in the 1v1. And right here, you need to save the tower. Even if you die for it, you need to save the tower. Like, you don't want to give it for free. So you didn't know your limits here. Okay. Herald play 17. So let's see. Okay. Good. Okay, so you take the Herald. Sure. And on who should we put the Herald right here?
Yeah, I wasn't really sure about the Herald play as well. Maybe mid lane would have been a better idea because there was no one and we could have probably made him hit twice.
Okay, you mean like on the second tower, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, mid tower is always valuable. The thing is, the question is, who is going to win this game from this point? So let's see if you press tab. Yeah, exactly. Like, Kiana is not going to win the game against Malphite, no matter how strong she is right now. And she's not strong. That's the thing. That's the problem. She's not strong. She already grifted. She already lost her chance to be the carry. So you should play with the carry here. Yeah, I really don't like that you're not pressing tab. This is not good. You should press tab and see who are your carries. So instead of putting the Herald on the Akali that can't kill the Malphite, can't kill the Garen, you should play with the Kai'Sa with the Herald. And then also right here, a big mistake in terms of the Herald. So we know that the Echo is bot. We see him. Malphite just died. You get a kill on this guy. And you put the Herald, right? But after you put the Herald right here, beautiful. You should stay to push the second tower. Why? Malphite is mid. Echo is a bot lane. Sona is right here. The Garen is dead. You can push the second tower right here. Like, if you're putting the Herald on top lane, you need to extend your lead. You need to always think about, hey, I want to extend the lead. I want to get more and more and more. And who can punish me? Well, no one can punish me because I see Malphite, I see Sona, I saw Echo bot lane, and Garen is dead for 23 seconds. So I have a lot of time to push this tower. So this is the reason why you can't close out the games. Because you don't know how to push that advantage to more and more and more and more. You get the Herald? Sure. You put the Herald on top lane? Sure. Let's get more. Let's get more here. Like, always think about those opportunities when you can be hungry for more minions, more camps, more towers. This is one of the openings. Yes, it was bad that I didn't put the Herald on the Kai'Sa because she's the carry, she's the real carry. But overall, this is the concept that you should use. Okay, good. 19. Display right here. Again, you're staying with a lot of gold. You see this tendency of staying with a lot of gold? Like here, right here, you should recall. Like, not in mid lane, in the brush. Like, right here, you should recall. Should recall. Because you're staying and then you're fighting on bot lane, but what's the problem? Like, right now, you're not having your items. Like, you're super weak. Look at this fight. So you have 6 kills and a kill is 300 gold, right? How much gold are you? How many kills do you have if we know that we don't use 1.8k gold? So we don't have 6 kills. So what KDA do you play with right now? 0, 1, 3. So you're trundle with 0, 1, 3. You're not 6, 1 right now because you're not spending your gold.
Okay.
So always pay attention to your gold, and when you have a big component in base, let's say you have a Tiamat or a Divine, or you have like plated boots, or just prioritize recalling, especially if you have over 1.1k gold, especially if you have over this buy, which is, you know, Sheen Ruby Crystal, usually. Yeah, super big one right here. And that's why you also like read it right here, like going back into this. So not only that you overextended with a lot of gold, but you also were pretty greedy with this this flame. Like this one. Right? Should have been a lot more patient. And then 24 right here. You asked me, hey, can we fight? And the question was, well, yes, so the question was, can we fight? And the answer was, no, we can't. And when you're fighting, you basically want to look, first of all, you want to look at your carries. So you have a Kali as a carry, you have Kiana as a semi-carry, and you have a Kaisa as a big carry. And Kaisa has 2 items right now with the AP build. So you have to think about your carries, how much damage they do. So they do, you know, relatively okay damage. But we're playing against Malphite and Garen. Who is going to melt those guys? Because Kaisa with 2 items, with this build, not going to carry anything. So here you should have said, hey, oh, Kaisa goes for AP build. This build is spiking at 3 items. She needs at least 3 items. If she had the Kraken Slayer Lord Dominic, then we can fight. We have a chance. But she goes for AP build, so you should be like, okay, Kaisa is fucking useless right now. This build is for squishies. I mean, by the way, she fucked up the build really hard. Like, this is just unacceptable for this elo. But it's fine. Like right here, you should just wait for 3 items. Once she's going to get the next item, right here, because you can't really play. We can't really play with her with 2 items. 2 items, Kaisa can't kill Malphite unless it's AD Kaisa. So you need to pay more attention to your carries and their items. So your problem, Daniel, and I will be honest with you, you are a very good jungle, but you are not a good player. Wave management, identification of the win condition. What should your mid laner do? Do you have good general knowledge? Do you know how bot lane works? Those things you don't know. You're a good jungle. You know how to counter gank. You know how to play around the objectives. You're pinging pretty well. You're kiting very well. I like how you play today. Not bad. But then if I put you to play some Aphelios on bot lane, if I put you to play some Kaisa on bot lane, or some Akali on top lane, or some Kiana on mid lane, I don't think you're going to be the best player. And a jungle needs to be a good player, not just a good jungle. He needs to understand the game better. He needs to have a good understanding of the basics of mid lane, top lane, spot lane. So this is what you need. This is what you need. You need to understand the game better in order for you to improve from this point. Because you're a good jungle. Like, playing only jungle is not going to help you that much. I do recommend you to, in your free time, if you can, play a bit more mid. Play a bit more top. Even AD carry. The problem is that you played mainly jungle, right?
No, I actually did play a lot of mid. I haven't played top in a long while, and I haven't played AD carry since season 7. I was main AD carry at the time.
What mid laners did you play?
I can play a lot. My champion pool is in mid is it's kind of big. I can play Syndra, Orianna, Echo, Zed, Fitz. I don't really like Fitz actually. I mean, I don't have the champions right now in front of me, but I can play more or less everything. Twisted Fate.
Yeah, also like another problem that you have. And did you play those like last season as well?